Hey guys, welcome to a video. And, wow, that cat's actually leaving us alone. That's interesting. He usually wants to play and be silly, but that's okay. He gets my video done, so, without getting distracted by it. So, this dream, literally, actually, oh, look, there's a cat. Probably can't see him, but, or her. I don't know if it's him or her. But anyway, Anyway, just sitting back there on the log. Right back there. Can't really see it, but anyway. So this dream was pretty cool. For some reason, I don't know what I did in the dream, right? I think it was because I was watching a video about jail. Like, someone talking about jail. So, I had a dream that I was in jail, right? And it wasn't necessarily jail. It was kind of like jail, but instead of it being, you can't do this and that, you had a little bit of freedom, kinda. Not exactly, but a little bit. And it kind of, like, it wasn't gray, like you would think. It was actually more tan looking. Like, the interior was like tan, I don't know. And like the door, for some reason, whenever you were in that, well, there was a cell, I think. Whenever you were in the cell, it showed your barcode, like your number, like your jail number, in red. It was like a red barcode jail number thingy. Whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it, but anyway, there was that. And there was one part where it was me, Devin, and Rose for some reason. Don't know why it was us three, but in saying that, I think it's just my hand being funny. So, we were just chatting to each other, and we were like, man, this is gonna be a long time in here. You know, it's like, yeah, man. And all these girls wanted to be chatting to Devin in this jail, right? And I was like, okay. And they were passing notes to him saying, oh yeah, let's hang out, or something like that, or do you like me, or something like that. I don't know, it's just random stuff. Basically stuff that Devin would get outside of a jail. So, anyway, is that cat? So, let's keep walking, puppy. So, well, we were just chatting, me, Rose, and Devin. And then at one point, we had to leave the table and do something. And there was like a cutscene where it's at nighttime. And they're like, God, it's warm at nighttime. How come they can't make it to AC? And we were like, for real. Like, because it was so hot in there, right? So, anyway, that part happened. Anyway, I went up to this guard, right? It was morning time. I went up to this guard, right? And I said, excuse me. He said, what? I said, this would never happen. If you have a prison sentence or a jail sentence for a certain amount of time, you just gotta serve it. But in my head, right, this is what I was thinking. So, I went up to the guard. He went, yeah. I said, sir, I have a question. He said, okay. He said, if I have to be in here for a week, right? If I have to be in here for a week, do I have to serve the week, or can I just go because I literally live across the way, or something like that. I said something. I don't know. In my head, I said it differently, but anyway, I said something. So anyway, I was just saying about that, and he said, you know what? Go ahead and go. I was like, really? He said, yeah. If you live, that would never happen, guys. Even if you did live across the way from a jail, which I wouldn't recommend because that's pretty scary, dude. Because imagine if a prisoner got out or something, you'd be totally and utterly screwed because you'd be the first to be killed because that prisoner would get out and stuff. So, but anyway, he said just go ahead and go, right? And I was like, okay. So I ran down, and I didn't have the same mom or dad, right? We were living on like this farm, right? And this farm, was, cool. It was like old. It's like an old farmhouse, I think. Right? So, anyway. There's an old farmhouse. And there was like a big long fence. And it was going along this property. Well, anyway, I ran down. And I said, hey, Dad. I had a different dad, for some reason. And a different mom. But I didn't get to mention, but before the jail, before I went in there, before I went into the jail, my mom was worried about me, right? And just saying, saying stuff, right? Well, anyway, saying goodbye and stuff like that. So I went into the jail. But anyway, so I ran down. I said, hey, Dad, how's it going? And there's this other lady. She might have been my aunt. And not my real aunt either. Because this isn't all in my head, right? Well, I was telling my aunt about stuff. Right? And she had blonde hair. And all that stuff. That's what she looked like. And she said, so what's going on? I said, yeah, I was in jail, but now I'm not. Because I told a guard, do I have to be in here? And he said no. And I was just telling her stuff about that. But before all that, my dad, right, in the dream, well, he said, son, I have to tell you this. And I said, what? Your mother's dead. And I was like, what? And I guess it was like a car accident or something. And she was in the ground and he was pulling her out. That's how severe this car accident was. But, it had a good ending because I was out of jail or prison, whatever it was. And yeah, so pretty sad but cool at the same time. And Devin and Rose were still in jail. I think that's funny. Or prison or whatever. I don't know if it was prison or jail. I couldn't really determine which it was. Anyway, that's going to be about it, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.